Hey guys, getting a quick reloading session in with my Dillon 1050 with the Mark 7 attachment. Today I just want to answer a question that I get asked pretty frequently, and that is, when I'm submitting a warranty claim on Atlas Gunworks, under the reloading section, why do they ask me what dies I run? So I'm going to answer that real quick. So for me, one of the reasons they ask this type of question is they want to see what kind of quality control you are implementing in your reloading process. All right. And it's not just case gauging at the end or whatever. What they're trying to know is trying to figure out is your loading and your loading rituals and how you go about making your ammo. One of the reasons they ask what type of dies you run is it's super important that you're running appropriate dies to make sure that you are not getting bullet setback and you're actively trying to prevent that. Two dies that are super important for me are going to be on my first station. It's going to be the Lee U die, which is an undersizing die. Basically what this does is it decaps or ejects the old primer out of my once fired brass. And then it resizes the brass a little bit under spec. And what that does is it creates positive neck tension, which prevents bullet setback when that round impacts the feed ramp into the chamber. When you get bullet setback can cause extremely high pressure spikes in the firearm when the round is being fired, and can cause all sorts of frequency issues in the gun, causing cracks, causing malfunctions, causing all sorts of issues in long-term and short-term reliability of firearms. So that's why this die right here is probably one of the most important dies I can recommend. All right. I don't use Dillon dies other than a couple of these hold down things and whatnot. But for me, I like to get the Lee U die for my first station. All right. I also have this awesome decapping pin, which is called the Squirrel Daddy. It's a funny name, but you can pick this entire setup off Amazon for pretty cheap. I want to say this die is about 25 bucks. I like to get two of them, because inevitably what happens is when one die gets messed up or because you're resizing and these take a lot of abuse, when one of these gets messed up, I can just simply unscrew it and then have another one. They're cheap enough to be able to do that with. Secondly, I like to come over here to my last station and I'm going to look at the Lee Factory Crimp die. This die is super awesome because it is going to get the finished product and it's going to get the finished product solid in regards to the end, let's say, resizing of the case. I find utilizing this die, I had very, very successful case gauging and or chambering with my finished round when it comes off the press. Once again, I think the most important die you can have on a press is going to be this first die, the Lee U die, to give that undersizing, a little bit more neck tension, and then the Lee Factory Crimp die, which is going to give me that really, really, really nice, no bulges in the case, final finished product. All right, these are super important for the QC of your reloading process. And I find these to be extremely successful in the end product. One thing I don't do in my reloading process is I don't roll size my brass. I don't feel like I need to do that with 9mm. And I find that the combination of these two dies make it so I don't need to add that process to my reloading practices. All right, let me know what you guys think. Hope that wasn't too long-winded, but just wanted to give you guys a little understanding of why those questions get asked in the warranty forms. And I hope to see you guys on the range.